Well, good Friday afternoon, everyone. I'm King Phi, meteorologist Adam Claibon. Happy St. Patty's Day to all of you. I completely forgot to wear any green. I do have a great forecast with sunshine and some warmth, so hopefully that'll make up for it. And guess what? We're only a few days away from the official start of spring now. So as we take a look at the graphics, how many days? 3 days. That will be on Monday, starting up right at the middle part of the day at 12:25 p.m. Now, what we're expecting is that it is probably going to be a little more wet by that point because we're going to see the drier weather here over the next couple of days along with our warm up. But I wanted to show you this really quickly. Our drought monitor released yesterday shows some major improvements here across California. Check it out. You can see all of the yellow kind of erased away in the center parts of the country. And then a lot of that deeper brown color that also has, for the most part, started to erode back towards the extreme northeastern parts and southern eastern parts of California, with more just some moderate drought now in a lot of those spots. So great improvements down there, and that's because they've been seeing so much rain here recently. And then you can see some abnormally dry soil up across parts of Washington, more drought conditions as you go across Oregon. We'll see how things start to fare though once we start to see more of that spring melt later on into the next few months. But again, just maybe some abnormally dry soil here across the state, and then the extreme northeastern parts we do have some moderate drought beginning to sneak on into the picture there. But well, California, they have been seeing their drought conditions improve because of all the rain they have seen so far this year. Now, these are some numbers just for comparison. Out at SeaTac Airport, we picked up about a 7.5-inch amount of rain, and that is below normal, where we should typically pick up about 12 inches so far here for this time of the year. San Diego has picked up more rain than we have, over 9 inches, and Los Angeles even more than that, over 2 times the amount they should usually see for this time of the year, coming in at about 15 2/3 of an inch. So some pretty impressive totals there in that season. Not quite done with them, and it's going to actually get more active here as we go on into this weekend and into the start of next week. So you can see the sunshine that's out here for us. I did tell you we have sunshine in the forecast. We have more sun up in the mountains too. Sun trying to melt a little of that snow away up at Paradise, but it's definitely chilly. Now, these are your low temperatures. Our sensor out at SeaTac Airport, it's been having some issues, so don't really pay attention to that number. The rest of the numbers, though, you can see pretty close to the freezing point this morning, and more 20s like in Olympia. Bremerton down to 28 in Bellingham. Port Angeles down to 29 degrees. Now, today might be the first day we get back into the 60s all year, and the first time since October the 20th. And we're making a good run at it so far. Here we are at about the noon hour, and we're seeing temperatures around the low 50s and the upper 40s. So we'll continue to see how that tracks up. But as far as your forecast here for your St. Patty's Day, expect temperatures to top off right around that 60-degree mark. We'll see increasing clouds, so we'll see when exactly those move on in, but it does look like those hold off into the latter part of the day. Big picture here across Washington state, we're clear, we're dry. The western half of the nation, for the most part, is dry as well. That big system that was across the center part of the country now heading towards the eastern seaboard, where they're going to be dealing with a lot more rain, the colder air up into Canada. Now, future radar shows those clouds moving on in here as we go on into the night. For tomorrow, we'll see those clouds begin to break apart, more sunshine towards the beginning part of the day. End part of the day, we'll see more clouds coming in, more so towards the nighttime hours, and then on into Sunday, we'll see those chances of rain returning, but they look to hold off until the extreme latter part of the day. We're probably talking more the evening, past 4 or 5 o'clock, and heading on into Sunday night when those rain chances will keep on picking up for us. And looking at what we're expecting as far as the warmth, yeah, it's still around for the next couple of days. High pressure keeping things very quiet and nice and mild here for this time of the year. And then you can start to see some of those greens beginning to sneak their way back on in here as that trough of low pressure in the Gulf of Alaska will start to head our way to start off next work week as we head on into the start of that spring season. Now, highs tomorrow, we're expecting those to top off at 62. Sunday, we're back down to 57 and then more low 50s as we head into next week as we start to revert back to the same pattern we've been seeing so much of here lately. Today's forecast, low to mid 50s, possibly 60s up there around Arlington as we get more into the foothill communities there. We're expecting to see some low 60s around areas such as Seattle and in Linwood, maybe low to mid 60s around Issaquah up to 63 degrees, and then upper 50s to low 60s the farther south you go. Mostly sunny skies, more of those clouds coming in towards the end part of the day. And here's your forecast next 7 days, calling for a couple of 60s. We cool down a little bit heading into Sunday, but it's that chillier stretch next work week that, yeah, it's going to definitely feel more like early March than it is here late into the March as we head into the last full week of March later on into next week. And those rain chances do return too at the same time, as we'll see more of those as we head on into Sunday night, Monday, Tuesday, and possibly again heading on into Wednesday. So the forecast, yeah, does start to turn winter. I don't want to end on a poor note though. We do see the warm up here over the next couple of days, and it's going to be a nice start to the weekend. So if you can, get out there, enjoy it, and have fun, and also have a safe and a happy St. Patrick's Day. Happy Friday, everyone. We'll talk to you later.